Morning, welcome to Insiders. It wasn't so much politics that dominated this week, but rather those who report on the politics. The media landscape is changing, and as it does, you can be sure the politicians will be looking for an angle and guarding their interests.
This is the most dramatic week in media landscape in a long, long time.
Still don't know what I was waiting for.
We are making the biggest changes to the business ever made.
The problem with cost cutting is it's like giving blood. You know, you after a while you give so much blood you die.
Advertising follows eyeballs, and eyeballs are going online.
The radical moves at Fairfax are making waves in Canberra.
Just imagine if you people weren't here, what they'd get away with inside. It'd be out of control. Well, no, they are getting away with a lot of rubbish inside, but they'd get away with even more.
No questions on Fairfax.
Oh, what do you think of Gina Ryan?
The nation's leaders care about the job cuts.
Possibly the beginning of the end for the print newspaper, which is a very sad day.
But they care a lot more about the manoeuvring in the Fairfax boardroom, because that could threaten their jobs.
We're also seeing Gina Reinhardt circling at Fairfax.
She's acquired 18.67% of Fairfax, fueling speculation she expects to be given up to 3 seats on the company's board.
Ms Reinhardt wants to turn it into the Mining Gazette. Well, Ms Reinhardt's entitled to.
I don't want to wake up in Melbourne every morning and find that my newspaper choice is between Gina Reinhardt and Rupert Murdoch.
It's gonna have to be a different man. Time may change me, but I can't trace time.
I think it's pretty fair to say that Ms Reinhardt and her spokesman, Mr Singleton, have made it very clear that they don't respect a charter of independence.
If Fairfax, for example, was seen to be a mouthpiece of Gina Reinhardt and a spokes vehicle for the mining industry, that would undermine its business model dramatically.
Gina has had a significant shareholding in Channel 10 for some time now. Has she been an interfering shareholder? As far as I'm aware, no.
If people aren't buying newspapers, then the editorial policy should change to ensure people want to buy them.
Don't tell them to grow up out of it.
Will the government agree to protect in law the editorial independence of major publicly listed media outlets like Fairfax?
The editorial independence of media organisations goes to the very core of the quality of our democracy.
Effectively to commit to not obstructing the journalists from doing their work.
The Greens are much less green and much more old-fashioned communist.
Strange fascination, fascinating.
It would be a very slippery slope if Parliament started to interfere and try and direct the editorial positions of newspapers.
Whilst there are Senate doorstops and we are willing to front the cameras, I'm sure that there will be plenty of accountability.
I think it's a good thing that at least someone is prepared to support Fairfax financially at what is for them a difficult time.
I would think there are a few people out there who would be very grateful that Mrs Reinhardt is actually taking a chance on them.
I wouldn't be putting money betting that there'll be print newspapers during the week in 5 years' time.
That time may change me, but I can't trace